Yo, what is up YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. Today we are going to be using Hirofumi second place World's team once again with Groudon, Tapu Lele, Necrozma, Salamence, Umbreon, and Kangaskhan. If you haven't checked out the previous episode, highly recommend go checking it out. But otherwise, yeah, if you want to check out Hirofumi stuff, you can check them out in the description down below alongside his team report and his Twitter if you want to go give him a follow. Otherwise, today's question of the day is which version of Pokemon Sword and Shield will you be getting? Will you be getting Pokemon Sword? Will you be getting Pokemon Shield? Or will you be potentially getting both? So let me know in the comments down below which one you are getting. I'll probably be getting both because one of them will probably be for YouTube. The other one will probably be for other stuff. And then I'll probably have to get another account just for like some other things. But otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it, as I'll probably be doing maybe my own laddering account for like tournament prep. There's also like some other stuff that I might decide to do with. I don't know if I'm going to ever do like a let's play or something. Maybe I'd do that in the future, but I don't know. We got Flynn Rider though as our first opponent with a really interesting team. We have Serperior, Kyogre, Manectric, Xerneas, the Nidoking, and Tapu Lele. So some really interesting Pokemon right off the bat here. What's Nidoking's base speed? 90 or is it 95? I feel like it's lower than that actually, if I remember right. I can't really exactly say for certain though. I do really like Tapu Lele and Necrozma here. It's really good against my opponent's team. I like Groudon a lot in this back, and I think Salamence is pretty good in the end. Although Kangaskhan might not be that bad because like Roar is pretty good, and the fact I can get a return up. But the fact is I could outspeed Serperior is actually kind of nice. So yeah, we'll go with those four Pokemon. I'm not exactly sure what my opponent has up his or her sleeve. We got, I think, Scarf Nidoking might be a tech my opponent might have. So something to watch out for indeed. We'll see what my opponent decides to go for though. It's going to be the Necrozma Tapu Lele for my lead, as we're going to see what from my opponent's side. Going to be that Serperior Nidoking. Okay, really interesting lead here. I could maybe go for a Trick Room right here, which is definitely possible, and switch to a Groudon. I just don't know if you're going to Earth Power my Necrozma, Sludge Bomb my Lele. Like, I feel like Serperior could go for Glare or Taunt. If it has Taunt, that's a bit of a problem. I think I'm going to attempt to just Trick Room up, though. Getting Groudon. I like that play a lot just because I have so much offense against my opponent's team. Because of the fact that I feel like that this is a very fast team. So I feel like going for Blades plus a Photon Geyser, it's going to overpower and overwhelm my opponent's team. So if I can get that off, I think that'd be great. Of course, we don't know if it's Taunt yet, and we'll also confirm if it's Scarf on the Nidoking this turn, if it outspeeds the Serperior. So if it's Glare, I also get a pretty big advantage if I get Trick Room up. So let's see. It is Scarf, okay, so I did have my suspicions correct. Sheer Force boosted. We are going to see that Taunt though come out into the Necrozma slot, which is fine, because I'm not really too worried about that right now. I pretty much just get a free KO with a Photon Geyser into the Nidoking slot, and I kind of want to just go for Precipice Blades. Either Nidoking goes down or something else goes down. I could also just Photon Geyser the Serperior if I really think Serperior is the big threat, and I wouldn't be surprised to just go for the Serperior, but I didn't get my move in on time. But Nidoking switching out, so that's fine too. Kyogre is going to come in, which is... Oh wait, this could be Hidden Power Water. I just realized this is a bad play. This could be bad. This could be very bad. Yeah, I forgot about the Hidden Power Water option, so I probably should have just went for the Photon Guys and the Precipice Blades. Although, might not have Hidden Power Water, but I feel like that's what makes sense here. No, it's Glare, actually. Okay. Tarting down my Necrozma? Yeah, okay. If I get through this, I'm... Of course I don't get through. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Precipice Blaze does connect at least, so I'm going to get some big advantage. Big damage. Man, that's kind of annoying. Oh well. I'll go for Photon Geyser into Ogre. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Photon Geyser and Ogre. And I'm gonna protect my Groudon right here. That's really unfortunate for that para, because I just got a free knock on a Kyogre. And getting that knock on Kyogre would have just freed up Groudon immensely. Because I didn't have to worry about like water moves, but oh well. We burst here, we'll protect with Groudon. Kyogre, I'm thinking Spout here. If it Ice Beams, that's fine too. Leaf Storm gonna come out into the Groudon slot. And a Origin Pulse coming out. Okay, so can Necrozma get a I'm hoping that Necrozma can get a what's it called, a Photon Geyser off into the Kyogre, which it does, which is good. Okay, not too bad. So I'm able to get rid of the Kyogre, which is beautiful. So Kyogre is no longer a threat that I have to worry about. Taunt wears off this turn too, so I can go for Trick Room potentially. We'll see what my opponent decides to go for. I think Xerneas comes in. It has to be Xerneas coming out, right? No, Nidoking comes out. Okay, if it's Nidoking, do you go for Ice Beam if you're Scarf? I think you lock yourself in Earth Power. I just don't know who you would target. I'm considering just protecting Groudon and sacking my Necrozma here, which I very much like indeed. Yeah, I'm gonna Photon Geyser the try Trick Room. I don't think Trick Room is a bad play either. That's the thing. I'm gonna Photon Geyser the Nidoking and protect the Groudon. Wait, did I just protect Groudon? I feel like I did. Actually, I might have protected Groudon. Wait, what did I do? Well, an Ice Beam comes out, so predicting my Ments. Okay, that's fine. Did I go for the double protect? I actually can't remember. We're gonna see a Z move though from the Serperior. It's Bloom Doom. Okay. This makes it interesting. So what's this? Okay, Bloom Doom. That actually is dumb. I was too busy trying to think about what kind of position I wanted to do with my Necrozma that I completely forgot about my Groudon. So that was probably a really bad play on my end. Oh well, not much I can do about it now. I get to go Lele, I guess. Yeah, I get to go Lele, and I get to click Psychic. The problem is Terrain's going to be ending soon, which is a bit of a problem. But yeah, we'll Psychic here. I guess I just Psychic Fire Punch the Nidoking, huh? Because Serperior can't pick up a KO right now. Yeah, I like that play a lot, actually. I'm going to Psychic Fire Punch the Nidoking in case Xerneas comes in and Serperior goes for Protect, which I think is a very possible play here for my opponent's end. Xerneas comes out. Unless the Serperior doesn't have Protect. But I think we'd still be fine regardless, because Serperior can't pick up a knockout. Psychic gonna come out. Yeah, special defense drop, doesn't matter. Here comes a Leaf Storm. Fire Sun to Groudon. We'll get a boost. Fire Punch will be able to knock out Xerneas. Okay, I think we're fine regardless, because now I can go for Psychic into the Nidoking. But yeah, this could still be a bit of a tough one. Nidoking gonna come out. Because if Sheer Force Ice Beam knocks... actually, no, you have to lock yourself in the Sludge Bomb, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna Psychic here and Protect. Because Nidoking's forced to lock itself in the Sludge Bomb here. Which is fine, because Sludge Bomb won't knock out my Ments or my Groudon. Oh, and I'm faster than the Nidoking anyway, it looks like. So, so I really gotta know Nidoking's base speed, because I feel like it is slower than, what's it called? I feel like it is slower than my Ments. I mean my Lele, but I wasn't sure. It might be 85 now that I think about it. I mean, I just click Psychic and Fire Punch. Like, Ments wins in the back. If I got the double protect, that's kind of dumb, because like I completely messed up the... your time. I should have probably just been able to go for a probably should have been able to win the game with some other attacks. Like I could have switched out for positioning but instead I went with a really bad spot. I could finish this off to Serperior anyway, but we had Salamence in the back. Like the end game, what I thought was Nidoking was gonna outspeed my Lele, get a Sludge Bomb off, KO the Lele. Serperior can't really do much unless it has like some kind of crazy tech move. I don't know what it would get though. And then what I was going to do was get Salamence in, Precipice Blades, Double Edge, the Serperior slot, and as long as I don't miss or get crit or something, I should be safe to win the game. But yeah, probably a bit poorly positioned. Of course, the Glare Para did kind of screw me over because of the fact that if that Glare Para didn't happen, I think I just straight up won the game because I wouldn't have taken so much damage immediately in the front. But yeah, we'll continue on, find a second game, hopefully a much cleaner game. But yeah, otherwise I think we had the matchup just fine. I felt like it just could have been played better on my end. Taunt Glare was definitely not the set I was expecting. I was expecting one or the other, but having both definitely did change the pace of the game. If it was a hidden Power Water that came out there, ooh boy, if it had hidden Power Water on the or Aqua Tail on the Serperior, oh man, imagine what kind of story that would have been. But thankfully I don't have to imagine it, so we'll continue on and look for another game. But yeah, otherwise I still, again, I did mention the plays that I think I could have made differently, as well as that turn. I just wanted to figure out what I want to do with the Necrozma. I didn't want to switch into Salamence just in case my opponent went for Ice Beam, because Ice Beam lock would have been huge. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think when it comes to go, I think sometimes having a slow Necrozma, it helps sometimes. Of course, the modest nature allows Necrozma to do so much damage, as well as always get the KO on the standard Incineroar. That's not Assault Vest, but like otherwise, underspeeding Pokemon like that Serperior, underspeeding Pokemon like Ray, can be really troubling at times. It's like a really big drawback that the team has. But of course, you do have those risk versus reward. And with the Trick Room mode, Hirofumi decided to choose a slower Necrozma. So yeah, here we are with that Necrozma. But otherwise, it's going to take a while to find our second game, it looks like. So we'll be right back with the second game of today's episode. Alright, we got our next opponent, Don Rua from the Netherlands, it looks like this time, with, oh boy, this team is interesting. You got Xerneas, Charizard, Gyarados, Azumarill, Pavilion, and Kyogre. Now, this is actually kind of a scary team depending on what the sets are, especially if that Gyarados is a Mega Evolution. Because Mega Gyarados kind of runs over this team now that I think about it. Crunch. Well, we do have Moonblast, I guess, with Lele, but I want a Magic Room. That's the thing. We'll go Necrozma plus Lele. But I'm going to have to call about the Gyarados, because the Gyarados could be a threat, actually. We'll go Lele, Necrozma. I'm definitely bringing Groudon, and then the question is, what Pokemon do I want to bring in the bag? I don't think King's that great here. Samus is pretty good, probably just because I don't get obliterated by Aqua Jet. In case it does come down to like a late game situation like that. Umbreon doesn't help against the fairies, and Kang just doesn't do damage. Like, you don't bring Kang. I think Hirofumi mentioned that Kang really didn't come to many matchups unless it's like against the Xerneas Lunala matchup, which I don't know how you're supposed to play with this team. I feel like Xerneas Lunala is definitely one of the biggest weaknesses of this team, but we'll see how this goes. I think overall, if we can power through my opponent's team, I think we're good. We're going to see the Azumarill Gyarados lead. Oh boy, this is... Here we go. This is interesting right off the bat. Intimidate is going to go off, which doesn't matter. Psychic Terrain still on the field. The Azumarill is actually a pretty big threat. I don't know if Azumarill is Photon Geyser though from Ultra Necrozma, but I don't think it's worth risking. I'm gonna go for a Moonblast and... Should I Moonblast the Gyarados? Or should I just switch in Immense? The reason I want to go Immense is I get Intimidate off. And if it is Mega Gyarados with Crunch, like, I just don't want to play 50-50s with this Gyarados. I think I'm going to go Immense here. I'd rather have the Intimidate. Like, these are the Pokemon out of the entire team that I want to get an Intimidate off anyway. I might as well get Salamence in. I could get Tailwind up too if the Salamence starts Dragon Dancing. And yeah, just the thing is if it's in my play roughs the Salamence slot. But I don't know. I just don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see here. Photon Geyser into the Azumarill. Does so much. It prevents a Belly Drum. Dragon Dance is going to come out. Let's see what the Zoomer went for. Also, this team has like 3 water types. That's a Z move. Oh, it's Z Belly Drum. Does that change anything though? I mean, you still can't Aqua Jet my Necrozma. And also look like I feel like if we bursted, we actually just KO'd the Azumarill. Huh. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I can just Photon Geyser the Azumarill. And the question is, do I want a Tailwind or not? I could also go in a Lele, but I feel like if you go for a neutral Crunch, I'm in a bit of trouble. So I think it's just better to go for a Tailwind here as well as a Photon Geyser and a Azumarill. It can't Aqua Jet in terrain. I hope my opponent realizes he can't Aqua Jet in terrain against my Necrozma. So we'll see here. We will Mega Evolve of our Salamence, get the defense boost. Aqua Jet is going to come out. Does target my Salamence correctly. Doesn't do too much damage. And also the Gyarados hasn't moved yet. It's also slower than my Salamence. Ice Fang going to come out. Okay. I'm guessing it's not Mega then. Because it just has refused to Mega Ball so far. Alright, so we're going to trade 1v1 here. I do get rid of Azumarill, which could have been a big threat. Alright, Azumarill goes down. I don't think it's Mega Gyarados. But of course that fear is like, what if it is? And my opponent's just reading me not to go for the Psychic type moves, knowing and fearing the Mega Evolution here. Maybe I should just Moonblast Photon Geyser the following turn. Although I don't think Moonblast would get the knock on Gyarados. It's definitely a possibility. Kyogre gonna come in though, okay. So Kyogre is coming in. I think I just get a free switch into Groudon and Moonblast into that slot, into the Gyarados slot. Yeah, and that sounds good to me because my opponent can't really punish that. You can go for water type attacks, but they're not going to affect my Groudon. And my opponent doesn't really have anything that like changes the momentum here, so I'm going to go Groudon here. I'm going to fire off a Moonblast into this Gyarados in case it is Mega Gyarados because I'm not risking it. I'm never risking it. Although it doesn't have Crunch, so that actually might signal that it isn't a Mega Gyarados. Unless it doesn't have Protect or Waterfall. It's just possible. It's not like, though. It's not like impossibility. We will go Groudon. Bring up the sun. The problem is if Lele goes down to a combination from my opponent, but I just don't see what combination can really affect my Lele here. Don't tell me that Kyogre has Earthquake. Don't tell me this is a physical Kyogre or Sheer Code. Those are probably the things that I'm most worried about right now. It does reveal to be Mega Gyarados. Okay, so my opponent does reveal that it is Mega Gyarados, and I will be going for a Moonblast in that slot. So, big damage here. So, does it have Crunch or not? That's a big question. Mold Breaker. Moonblast into the Gyarados slot. Almost picks up the KO, which is fine. Gets a special attack drop, not too helpful. Goes for the Waterfall and a Water Spout. Thunder. No, my lord. No, don't para, don't para, don't para. Okay, good. Alright, I can go for Precipice Blades into my opponent's slot, and I think I just go hard into regular Necrozma. Yeah, because if my opponent had Crunch, he would have went for Crunch already. And I'm assuming a Flying type's in the back for my opponent. I'm going to go Necrozma here because of the fact that I can get some positioning with my Necrozma. Maybe I can burst here and just do a lot of damage to whatever comes in. So, bringing in Necrozma. Precipice Blades. My opponent stays in with both Pokemon actually. It doesn't even reposition the Kyogre. A Precipice Blades does come out, do so much damage to the Gyarados, and My opponent actually just stayed in the thunder and hits 2 thunders in sun. Are you kidding me? Oh no. Doesn't get a parrot out. Okay, that's good. That's good. What's coming out as the last Pokemon? Pavilion? Oh yeah, there was a Xerneas in the back. I completely forgot. Do I wanna risk this on Blades missing? How many times of Trick Room Tailwind do I have? This is the last turn of Tailwind. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fire off Blades and Trick Room. Or should I just Fire Punch the Ogre? Actually, I have no reason not to Fire Punch the Ogre since Ogre's a threat here. And I'll Trick Room. Yeah, I like that play a lot. Because Fire Punch should finish off the Ogre at this range. If Xerneas sets up a Geomancy, I get Trick Room up and then should be able to win against my opponent anyway. So Fire Punch will knock out the Ogre. Nice. And then I can just keep Fire Punching. Xerneas gonna Geomancy. Alright, this should be fine now. I'm actually very surprised my opponent didn't try to reposition with the Kyogre. But this works instead. I'm able to get into a good position now. I think we should be able to win the game by just clicking Fire Punch into Photon Geyser. I'm worried that my opponent gets like triple protects or something. But this Groudon should live 2 Dazzling Gleams regardless, so I think we'll be fine. We'll go for a Fire Punch, we'll go for Photon Geyser. Or Earth Power, I guess, it doesn't really matter. But we have 6 Photon Geysers. No reason not to go for Photon Geyser at this rate. No protects from the Xerneas, so we will be able to get a Fire Punch off into that Xerneas, do a ton of damage. Photon Geyser coming out too. Will I put in range of Light that burns the sky to protect? I think I do. Focus Blast. Oh man. Okay, what is this team? Okay, I'm gonna burst so I have the Light that burns the sky on deck. I mean, my opponent couldn't win regardless, even if he had that Focus Blast. You still couldn't knock out both Lele and Groudon in one hit since my Groudon's at full HP. So we would still won the game regardless. But what was that game, man? What was that game? Mega Gyarados could have been a threat. I feel like it played a bit differently. Yeah, this game could have been probably a bit different, but luckily we were able to pull out the win. Fortunately, we basically I think got the perfect momentum with the speed control with Trick Room, Tailwind, etc. But hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below, show support, as well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as my social media, side saves on the channel, and more. If you want to support this video, be sure to give it a like if you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a comment down below and share this video with your friends. Be sure to answer the comment question of the day. Otherwise, you can check out Hirofumi's team report as well as his Twitter, again in the description down below. But I think that's pretty much it. Otherwise, I do want to give a big thank you to the Patreons and the people who watch me on Twitch. Thank you all for supporting me. If you do want to go an extra mile, support me and my content, you can go check those links out in the description down below. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. Have a great day, people, until we battle again. I'll catch y'all later.